Let me be brutally honest with you. If you keep explaining yourself like this, you are slowly killing your own mystery. And no one warns women about this. They just say, be open, communicate, express yourself, but no one tells you when to stop. Because here is the part that hurts. The more you explain, the less you are desired. Not because you are wrong, not because you are boring, but because there is no tension left. You talk before being asked. You clarify before confusion appears. You explain your feelings before they are earned. And one day, you realize something painful. You are always understood, but rarely pursued. Mystery is not about playing games. It is about emotional self-control. A mysterious woman does not rush to be known. She lets herself be discovered. But most women today are doing the opposite. They are emotionally available too fast, too open, too eager to be understood. And they don't realize they are giving away their power, piece by piece. Because attraction does not grow when everything is visible. It grows in the unknown, the silence, the pause, the unanswered question. And if silence makes you uncomfortable, this video is for you. Let's talk about real life. Not theory, not Instagram quotes. Real moments where women lose mystery without noticing. Someone asks, why are you acting different? And immediately, you feel the need to explain. You list your reasons, your mood, your stress, your thoughts. You don't even notice it, but you're asking for permission to feel the way you feel. A mysterious woman does not do that. She understands something important. Her emotional state is not a group discussion. She answers simply, or sometimes, she doesn't answer at all. Another situation. You're dating, and within the first few conversations, you start telling him about your past. Why you were hurt. Why you stayed too long. Why you're careful now. You think this creates closeness. But what it actually creates is familiarity without effort. He didn't have to earn that access. You handed it to him. And when access is easy, it loses value. This doesn't mean lying. This doesn't mean hiding. It means pacing. You don't open the deepest rooms of your house to a stranger. So why do you open your emotional world to someone who hasn't proven consistency? In friendships, it's the same pattern. Every meeting becomes an emotional update. Every conversation turns into venting. You repeat the same stories, the same disappointments, the same frustrations. You feel lighter, but people stop being curious. Because mystery disappears when everything is predictable. A mysterious woman shares, but she does not unload. She connects, but she does not overexpose. There is a difference. Here's the part most women avoid facing. The need to explain comes from fear. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being rejected. Fear of losing connection. So you talk more. You soften your words. You add context. You over-justify. But confidence does not explain itself. A woman who is grounded does not need everyone to understand her. She needs alignment, not approval. She is comfortable being misread by the wrong people. And that takes strength. Because silence feels dangerous when you are used to overgiving emotionally. You think, if I don't explain, they'll think I'm cold. If I don't talk, they'll leave. But here is the truth. The right people don't leave because you don't over-explain. They lean in. They ask. They observe. They try to understand. Mystery activates curiosity. And curiosity keeps attention alive. A mysterious woman does not chase clarity. She allows uncertainty. She does not correct every assumption. She watches how people treat her, based on what they think they know. And that tells her everything. She reveals herself slowly, in layers, with time, with consistency, not because she is afraid, but because she values herself. Oversharing is not emotional intelligence. It is emotional impatience. And patience is magnetic. Let me say this clearly. You do not owe anyone full access to your inner world. You do not owe explanations for your boundaries. You do not owe emotional transparency to inconsistent people. You do not owe comfort at the expense of your self-respect. A mysterious woman is deeply self-aware. She knows exactly what she feels. She just doesn't hand it out carelessly. She understands that intimacy should be built, not dumped. In daily life, this looks like knowing when to stop talking, knowing when silence says more, knowing when explanation weakens your position. She leaves conversations before her energy drops. She answers questions without emotional over-delivery. She chooses peace over proving a point. And slowly, everything changes. People treat her differently. They listen more closely. They choose their words carefully. Because mystery creates gravity. Not everyone gets to know her deeply. And that is not arrogance. That is discernment. The woman who explains herself too much teaches people not to try. But the woman who leaves space, who holds her depth, who reveals herself with intention, she is remembered. She is respected. She is desired. And most importantly, she is at peace with herself. Because she knows this, the less she explains, the stronger her presence becomes. And presence is the real power.